Joyful Yogini here. Happy day. It's time for the weekly reading. I'm in a new location here. I'm still in my house. It's now I'm in the basement. And ça! Are you français? Tu parlez-vous français? Are you from Quebec? Are you from France? Or just ça va? Anyways, it's a little dark here because I need to get some pot lights going over here. They're all on the other side of the room for my yoga for now. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. How are you guys feeling? This weekend, my real estate agent, who's also a friend, was over. Family, United States. Oh, okay. Your family is French or family? And is that a yoga pose? Is that hands going like this? I need the emoji to be bigger. Maybe it's a darker background. Still can't tell what it is. I need a magnifying glass, apparently, or a big screen TV. So yeah, as I was saying, my friend slash real estate agent was over all weekend, and we were purging, bringing old furniture to the side of the road, boxing stuff, bringing it outside, moving shit around. We made my basement my yoga slash live streaming slash weight training room, which I'm super excited about. It looks amazing. Is my font bigger now? When you do font like that, it totally stands out. Thank you. What does it say? Travis, how you doing, bud? Oh, you guys know each other. Family French. And yes, today I'm tired and lazy. All right, weary. We can be tired and lazy together. Cheers. I'm having a coffee. This is actually my third freaking coffee today. And Planting Claymore says hi. Hi. Hey, Tall Cheesecake. I suddenly feel like cheesecake now. Tall Cheesecake, forgive me. I'm not going to forgive you. You don't need forgiving. It's all good. It was pretty funny. All right. So yes, doing a load of packing and purging and reorganizing, and this week will be painting. It has been really cleansing. Just before I get into the weekly reading, it's been a really cleansing process getting rid of shit. So I've lived in this house with my three kids and my ex for 12 years. And we lived in another house for 10 years before that, and another house for 2 years before that. We've been with each other for a while. Not anymore, as I did say, ex. And unfortunately, or fortunately, he's not assisting with the house. So it's probably best because his energy in the house is just not working. It's not jiving. So just by changing this room up, the energy in this space has shifted. It makes it definitely more zen like. It's more, it's change. It's change. It feels light. It feels really good. And the dining room is still going through an evolution because that's where I was. But it's already feeling so much more open. The energy is shifting there. My family room has totally changed. Yeah, it's all coming together. It's just one foot in front of the other, but I'm exhausted now. I didn't realize until last night I decided to watch a show with a couple of my kids, and I started falling asleep on the couch. And then my son's like, "Come on, mom, it's time for you to go to bed." And he pushed me up to bed. And then this morning, I just been dragging my ass. I was supposed to teach power yoga in the morning, but I only had one power yoga lady this morning, but she couldn't get on. She had some technical difficulties, and maybe that was best. I was able to handle the chair yoga though. So you can let me know how your weekend was, and if you have any questions. Hello, hanging in there. Good to see you. Nice. Hey, Fred Herberts. Okay. Pedroso got some creepy DMs on the last one. How to delete. Oh, well, I'm glad you have a new one. You might need to keep on reminding me that it should come because I'm not used to Pedroso yet. But we'll see how it goes. Good morning, Hoopy. All right. Okay, so let's see what the energy holds for this week. Um, when I'm tuning into the energy, I'm gonna go to the cards and I'll channel messages. And by the way, Chewy says hi to everybody. He got his haircut. If you haven't seen him, here, do you want to come up? Just for a little bit. Up, coming up. Show everyone your new do. He normally looks like Chewbacca, lots of shaggy fur. Now I think he lost about 5 pounds of hair, and he's so cuddly. Now he looks like Scooby Doo. Okay, so as I was saying, feeling into the energy, even though I feel lazy, um, the and just physically tired, right? The energy feels like it's a moving forward energy. Mercury is no longer in retrograde, so it has stationed direct. And I'm not an astrologer, okay? So I'm not too sure exactly what position it's in right now, but I know we're no longer a Mercury retrograde. So things are moving forward, and I feel that energy moving forward. Things are gonna feel like they're moving. Oh, I want to see what that says. They're moving more smoothly forward. There won't be, hey, SGM, there won't be as much constriction. I still felt like last week there was still a little bit of constriction and density, almost like we were walking through a bit of thick muck. So a little bit slower to get through stuff. But now that Mercury is direct, I feel like the energy is moving, and so whatever you were working on before that seemed to go slow, it's now going to speed up. So for example, if you were applying for jobs, I feel like those different information is going to start popping up now. So either maybe you're going to get an interview, or maybe it's simply going to be, sorry, we're not interested, but it's okay. Like whatever is meant to be is meant to be, and then you'll just get more clear messages moving forward. So I'm just deciding which card to use. What are you saying? Where are you? Outing farmhouse, or is it raining? That I'm in my basement, and these are the sliding doors to the backyard, and we have a deck. So it looks like a farmhouse thing, but that's our deck from our kitchen. Gotta speculate to accumulate, right? Okay, Fred Herberts. What do you mean speculate to accumulate? Inquiring minds want to know. Can you go explain that a little bit more? Planting Claymore, nice dog. Yeah, he is a sweetheart. Thanks. I am looking for a new job at the moment. All right, Planting Claymore. I feel like everything's gonna flow faster for you now, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna pull from my Oracle of Unicorns deck. I'm gonna pull from there. Should I turn my screen so you guys can get a look at the room? Do you want to look at the room before I pull cards? I will. Okay, first I'll show YouTube. So here, I won't go too fast. There's my light, my bright light. But anyways, this is the room now. Not that you saw the before, but there you go. And then I can show you guys. I'm lifting you up. Watch your cords, everybody. Pull them in. Okay, so that's the room now. I love it. Feels good. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. This is a little tilted, isn't it? Okay. Oh well, I'm kind of pulling up my nose a bit, but hopefully it's clean out there. Let's go with the Oracle of Unicorns. And let's see what messages want to come through helping us with the energy. I'll put my glasses up for now. I seriously feel like I could go back to bed, but I tried. This coffee probably wouldn't let me. I'm trying to get some more shit done. There's one card. And I think I needed that message right now. It has to do with me being tired and honoring that. And you being tired, let's say, and honoring that. What? Oh, that card. And these two cards. All right, we have our cards, people. The first card is cycles. I'll try to get, there's a bit of a glare there, so I apologize for the glare. But at least I want you to see the artwork there. Really pretty. So everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. I don't even know what stage the moon is in yet. You know what? The past couple of weeks, I haven't been paying attention to that at all. If you know what stage the moon is in, you can let me know. Looks really nice. Thanks, Planting Claymore. Okay, so you see there's some butterflies on this. There's two butterflies on there. So butterflies, or three. Butterflies signify transformation. So we are going through a transformation. And because we're going through this, we're going to have our body's going to have ups and downs of energy and lulls. We're going to have times where our body is just like super sensitive and maybe not functioning quite properly. I've still been purging out TMI, TMI. I've still been purging out my bowels like every morning. Huge flush, just keeps on flush it out, flush it out, flush it out. And no doubt, like a lot of toxins are coming out, and toxins associated with energy that I've taken on, either my own energy from negative thought patterns about, I'll just say, certain relationships. And then also the energy of others that I have, let's say, taken on. So it's time for our systems to flush all that stuff out. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. Hey, Chewy, leave it. Leave it. He's like digging in the corner there. I don't know why. Okay, no more digging. So we need to honor that and go with our cycle. So the days we're feeling a little bit more rough, take it more easy. When you have that energy, then go, go, go. So but always taking that time for that self care. So even when I say go, 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 I'm sure some of us might take it to the extreme and not necessarily listen to your body when it is feeling tired, and almost getting into that victim place slash needing to be a superhero. You know what I mean? Like needing to do it all. I have to do this. I'm so fucking exhausted, but I have to keep on going. You know, that kind of superhero slash victim. So we have to watch that. We have to really watch that. We need to, it's our responsibility to find that balance. So getting those little rests, even if it's just like 10, 15 minutes, just to regroup, recalibrate yourself. Just like if I'm teaching a yoga class, I'll say to my students at any time, you can go chill out in child's pose, right? You don't have to keep following along. Listen to your body. Chill out in child's pose for until you're ready to move forward and just catch up as you need to, right? And as what is best for your body. So heed those your own inner cycles. Okay, so this one makes sense too. Balance. Take time to relax. Indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. And again, we have butterflies. And we have a lot of orange and yellow in the card. And orange is associated with the sacral chakra. So what does it say? I'm tired of the same old faces, the same old things. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian. Awesome. Fred, I like your sense of humor. So yeah, heating the cycles, which was the previous card, is definitely associated with creating balance in your body. And I was talking about there's a lot of orange in there. So we have that sacral chakra. We need to make sure we're still playing. We need to find that joy. Find the joy within your day today. Yeah, I already said I'm feeling tired, and some of you have already said you're feeling tired, right? But still find some joy instead of just zoning in, right? How many times did I say I was tired? That's a little bit of zoning in on being tired. So I need to shift my focus. I need to shift my thought patterns and go, it's okay that I am. I'm going to take it easy, but I'm going to find some playfulness within my day. So that second chakra is that creative side, that joyful side, that abundance, that fertility, that sexuality. And so all of that is a very playful spot down there, right? And it affects so many areas of our life. So it is really important for us to have that. And when we zone in on that sacral chakra, it helps to raise our vibration up, helps us to bring in more abundance, and helps us to have more creative solutions. So if we were having any problems, we can creatively problem solve, right? To help to bring that balance back into our life. Now, in this card, there's also the yellow and the red. So the red is that grounding down. So setting those boundaries. Let's see. His lifting documentary encouraged me to get fit. Oh, weary. That's super awesome. That's fabulous. If someone can inspire you to make that change, that's so great. And congratulations on getting more fit, because it's not necessarily about looking good, but isn't that great when you look good? Because I felt like I needed to bring that up, because some people, you either might have a judgment or a fear that other people are judging you for caring about the way your body looks, thinking that you need that for self-esteem. But you know what? It feels fucking good when you work out. So this is just a little interlude here. I'm glad you brought it up. So some of us needed to hear this today, right? When you work out, you get those happy endorphins going, which helps you feel great. And then your body slowly starts going through a transformation. And when you start noticing it, that feels good, and it helps to uplift you. It helps you to feel better about yourself. It helps you to feel sexy in your body. And when you feel sexy in your body, that's that sacral chakra energy, which helps with your abundance, your creativity, your fertility, your joy. So it's linked to so many things. So working out is so fantastic. And as long as you're also doing it within balance, doing it because the way one person works out is not necessarily going to work for you. I hear about some people doing workouts that they hate. Like, I hate running, but I run because I want to get fit. Choose something different. You don't have to run, or you don't have to do XYZ. You can try different things. Maybe also talk to your doctor, make sure whatever you want to try is going to be a good match, right? But find your happy place in regards to fitness. But that's fabulous. Thanks for bringing that up. Happy Monday, the waffle maker. Thank you. No way, yawn known. Hey, any tips for centering oneself after being too busy with work? Absolutely. Breathing, meditation, yoga. It's about creating that groundedness, that connection with self, that quieting down, all of that. So, because of the red in here, we do need to ground ourselves. So, going for a walk in nature, conscious breathing, and breathing your energetic roots from your root chakra, such as from the bottoms of your feet down into the core of Mother Earth. If you don't know how to do this, and if you're ever wanting a one on one, because I can guide you through how to do some processes if that's something you're looking for. And if you've never done yoga, but you want to do yoga, but you're afraid to join a class because you have no idea what you're doing, then we can also do a one on one in preparation for you so you can join your whatever class you're wanting to join. Pumping iron It's a hell of a movie. Oh, I haven't seen it. Is that what the documentary is called? Arnold Schwarzenegger's documentary, is it called Pumping Iron? I'm gonna have to watch it. On my off days, I do yoga. It's so helpful. Oh, weary. That's awesome. That's what I do too. I do, yeah. If I'm not doing yoga or teaching aquafit, then I do my weight training. It's good to switch it up. Okay, and then we also, I said we have the yellow in the card, which is associated with your solar plexus. So that is your power center. And so the more we notice when we're not feeling like we're in our power, like when you have anxiety, any type of anxiousness or stress or fear going on, that's because you've lost your power. So we need to regain our power. So to regain your power, you can also do some belly breathing. So as you breathe in, your belly rises, and as you breathe out, your belly falls. And that helps to activate that solar plexus. Did I say sacral chakra for this? I meant to say solar plexus if I didn't say it. Okay, so that vibrates at the color yellow. All right, so we're going to honor our cycles. We're going to create our balance, making sure we're grounded, we're getting our joy in there, and we're in our power because who you are is brilliant, and not everyone is going to agree with that. But the most important thing is that we believe it. And then we can go after what we want in our life. The next card is flow. Flow. I love it. I love the artwork on these cards. I probably say that every single time. Okay, so we have two unicorns in here, and it's like they're flowing within a greeny blue water. I just think it looks a little bit more bluey on the bottom, but lots of green here. So we're going to flow with our heart. Our heart chakra is represented by the color green. It's also represented by the color pink for self love, but green is our giving. And when you're making decisions, we're not going to make decisions based on what other people think we should do. We're going to make decisions on what makes our heart sing, what feels right for us. And sometimes someone else might give us a suggestion and it might feel great at first or it might feel terrible at first. And I think the most important thing is for us to always be curious. So we can say, I'm going to sit with that. And then because sometimes we might have some blockages or old patterns of thought that can prevent us from seeing the potential in something. So that's why if we're always curious, it will give us an opportunity to see if that idea actually does feel good when you remove a blockage. Let's say you remove a thought pattern, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe you simply get the confirmation that, yeah, that doesn't feel good with me. And sometimes having those conversations with other people, because sometimes the people who are giving you advice are important to you. And sometimes they can get offended if we don't take their advice. So it's also about getting used to having those maybe a little uncomfortable conversations to start, just so we can stand in our power, speak our truth, and make choices that are best for us. Now, the message on this card says find an easier path forwards, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. Doesn't that take off a lot of pressure in trying, in rather than feeling like you have to make something work? Is just flowing with what's presenting. Now, in some cases, you might have different options presenting. And then that's when you tune in, which way would flow the easiest for me? Which will create more balance for me? And you can even step forward, get your feet wet a little bit, because you can sometimes you have an opportunity to test things out, and then you can always step back, right? I had this example is just coming to mind. A friend of mine, her daughter is going to start working at her dad's store and or her dad's business. And she wasn't too sure if it would be a good match for her. So she's actually trying it for a weekend and just maybe one weekend, maybe 2 weekends. You can't always do this, but this example was meant to come forward and you can relate it in a way that works best for you. So she's going to just see how it is in that. How does that energy feel? Right? How does that feel? Do I want to be working here for the long run? So just like if you're unsure of maybe about a job, maybe you go for the interview. Maybe you go for the second interview. Maybe you're actually going into the office to meet people. And that's part of the process. So you can feel into the energy. You don't have to know exactly what direction you're going as of yet, right? Feel into it and what is flowing. I've been noticed. So I've been applying for different jobs and I've just been noticing like some jobs as I'm applying, the process can be really cumbersome or this doesn't work and that doesn't work. But then I've also had other things flow really quickly, but then all of a sudden there's like all this paperwork that you have to do, yet it was still flowing, right? It wasn't, you want to go outside, Chewy? It was still flowing. It wasn't feeling like it was stuck. Maybe it felt like it was slow and cumbersome, but it was still moving forward. Why? That's not opening. Sorry, Chew. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave this screen as opposed to closing the glass for now. It's nice. I can hear the birds a little bit. All right. So we're going with our flow, people. And then I'm going to pick up the next card and see what it is. Oh, I missed some messages. Did someone say yoga? Oh, from Grand Theft Auto. Okay, Planting Claymore. I have recently started a workout program to get fit and I do feel happier. Oh, Planting Claymore, that's fabulous. So the Joyful Yogini is amazing at guided grounding. I can attest to that. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. What should I do if I get into projects thinking they'll be awesome and always get bored halfway through? Huh. If I get into projects thinking they'll be awesome and always get bored halfway through. Interesting. Like I took up 3D modeling lately, but got frustrated and bored. Hmm. That's a really great question. I want to pull an additional card for that. I have two more cards for the weekly reading, but I'm going to stop just a moment. And Fred, I want to pull an additional card. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for Fred Herbert's plant to assist with them getting bored halfway through? What message do you have to share to Fred Herbert's about this? What is the boredom associated with? Are there any solutions? Okay, so from my crystal book, I got Azurite. Get laser focused. I just want to pull a follow-up card. Can you provide me? Okay. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. So we can see, did someone say Chewy? Hey, Disco. Hey, you're Disco. It's amazing. Okay. So Azurite. So the first one that you got is get laser focused. I'm going to go back to the other cards in just a second, okay? But I feel like I was drawn to doing this because maybe other people need to get this message, right? So I I feel okay. The message I got, and you can let me know if this resonates. Whatever doesn't resonate, just let it go. So, what came to mind is that there's some sloppiness in decision making moving forward. It's it's not delving in deep enough into your heart to see if it really does resonate. There is a joy to it, there's an excitement to it. But I feel like you haven't been tuning in to the depth of your heart, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a process that you're going through. And the fact that you're noticing that you're getting bored halfway through, it's all part of your process of learning how to get to know yourself even more. And for some people, that might feel really silly. Of course, I know me. I've been living with me all my life, right? But there are, I'm 51 now, and I thought I knew myself at 30, right? Sort of. I probably didn't even think about it actually. But I really know myself way more now than obviously I ever have. And if I think back when I was in my 20s or in my 30s, I didn't delve in that deep. I would try things out and then just see if I like them. And sometimes I'd like them for a little while, and then I wouldn't want to do them anymore. Right. And that's okay, because just like individuals can come into our life for a season, it's like a season or a reason. Sometimes someone comes in your life for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months, or a couple of years, a couple of decades, right? And then other things, they stay in. And when I also here's another example they wanted me to bring up. My grandmother used to love knitting, and she knit constantly. She could knit and do whatever, just and then her arthritis got so bad and her eyes got really bad, and then she needed to move to something else. So even though she loved that so much, she needed to adjust. So that could also be some a message that needed to come. So that your other message was the smoky quartz, let it go. So it's like you don't want to be hard on yourself, like, oh, you made a bad decision, or like there you screwed up again. That one's not good for you. No, it's just part of your self-discovery process, and it's okay. So, what aspects did you start with? Because those will give you clues as to what you would like instead. So start to have that contemplation. Be really curious about why you got bored with it. What would keep you more um, present and enjoying the flow of it? And maybe you need some things where you don't have to spend a lot of time with. Maybe you are most drawn to activities that you can finish them pretty quick. Like maybe you can finish them in a couple of hours and feel that sense of accomplishment. That's because maybe that's what you like. So start to tune into that more. Okay, so back onto the weekly reading. So, this card was supposed to be next, right? Awareness. Awareness. Live in the moment. I love how this stream of sun, like shining down, is like one of those. This is what I should do. Yeah, I probably shouldn't quit my day job and go into the opera, but that's always fun, pretending, right? It says, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. So I feel like there's movement in this horse. The horse's hair is like flowing in the wind. And I'm going to read what that says too. And so Fred, I'm going to read that in a second. So as that, those ideas are coming through and that heart is starting to sing, Move forward, take action, go with it. Now, sometimes you'll get a message and you can't actually move forward in that immediate moment, but move forward as soon as that energy is right, as soon as you have the time that you have is in alignment with moving forward, putting that energy forward. So be conscious of the thoughts that are coming in because they are messages. Hey, thanks, Weary. Thanks for the energy award. And yeah, so listen to those signs and move forward. So let me catch up, and then there's one more card. Okay, let's see. Okay, Fred says, technically, I got bored of not succeeding with making even simple 3D projects. Oh, okay. So maybe in that case, you would have more fun doing a guided class or something. Someone walking you through the process so you can have fun with it. Sometimes I can be trying something new and I get frustrated and I need to step away and then maybe not go back to it for until later on that evening or the next day or the next day after that. Sometimes I need to set it aside. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But anyways, just some more stuff to think about. Disco. Woof. Okay, the last card, imagination. Though the unicorn in this pic just seems so angelic and light and healing and miraculous. I get such a positive energy from it. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. So, limitless. I love that. I feel like I needed to have this message. You know, as I mentioned at the beginning, some of you weren't here at the very beginning, but you might know from other streams. I'm selling my house, going through a separation, and don't know where we're going to go, right? Me and my 3 kids, 2 dogs, cat. If my ex won't take, I won't be taking the cat. I don't know. Um, I and I can't buy anything yet, right? I need to have that job. And I need to have the separation agreement done so I can actually get something. So I'm in a process of selling my house, trusting that it's all going to fall into place, that I'll get a place to stay. And I'm feeling more positive about that. At first, I had a lot of fear going on with that. And I feel like I'm more going with the flow because I was fighting selling that. I don't want to put my house up to market. I have nowhere to go, right? But now I'm flowing. I am flowing and things are falling into place. And then the housing market was crazy before. And it was really scary thinking about how are we going to sell this house and be able to get each 2 houses that can house the kids in this type of market. Like the house prices have been crazy. But now the market has flattened. So it has leveled out, which some people are like, hey, you could have got a lot more for your house if you sold it like 6 months ago. Oh, well, who cares, right? Because it all washes out in the end when you're selling and buying. And now I feel like it's a better time to be able to get another house because there's not crazy bidding wars going on. So I'm more likely to get something that I can actually afford. Hey, Pete, Ben, how are you? So I feel like it's all divine timing. And so this card, where did the card go? Imagination. Yeah. So this card feels like possibilities. It feels like possibilities. And my friend, or a friend of mine today, sent me a listing of this cute little house that needs a shitload of work. It had a soft pink bathtub and these sheets of wooden walls, like not the slats of wood, like the sheets of, I don't know, particle board. I don't know, but the cupboards are all old and it needs a lot of work. And I'm not necessarily going for that one because I can't buy anything right now. But it gave me some hopefulness because the price was something that I'll probably be able to get a mortgage for that, you know? So it's feeling lighter. So keep, as opposed to focusing on the fear of something not working, because that will just create density, heaviness, and create more fear. And then you'll receive more evidence of the holy shit, that's not going to work, right? That's what will keep on presenting because that's where your focus is. So we need to focus on opportunity. We need to focus on are your dreams being able to come true, right? Of things unfolding, miracles happening. And we have the universe that has our back. And sometimes we focus on the evidence of when we didn't think the universe had our back. But then if you look back at those situations, you could also see how things needed to flow in the way they did. We needed to have those lessons. We needed to have those relationships. We needed to be where we are now to get to where we're going. So having that trust in the flow and allowing yourself to dream and allow yourself to be in a place of worthiness. You're worthy that everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to read these messages here. Pete Ben, do you have a website with the times you live stream? I keep forgetting when you're on. I keep making mistakes when converting Canada's time to Aussie time. Oh, Pete Ben, I'm so sorry. I I should put that up. I know I will be going through a transition again once I start working, but uh, I think initially I had it on my website, but I'm gonna have to update that. So because my Wednesday has changed now. So Mondays, it's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Toronto time, 12:30 p.m. So I are you guys 10 hours difference? Are you are you like 10? No. So if I'm we're at 1:30 right now. 12:30. Are you like 11:30 at night right now? Whereabouts are you? I'm not too sure. And then Wednesdays, uh, I aim for 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Toronto time. And then Fridays, I'm on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Toronto time. So thank you for that feedback, Ben. I'll get it on my website. So my website is thejoyfulyogini.ca. Okay, Planting Claymore says, yes, that's cool. I'm trying to be more spontaneous and not overthink things. And what you say about using my energy to just go for it is very helpful. Thanks. Oh, good. You are welcome. That's awesome. Planting Claymore says, yes, trust in the need to change is something I need to do too. Yeah, 'cause if in regards to change, okay, Pete Ben, it's 3:30 a.m. now. No way. Yes, you should be asleep. Holy crap. Okay, so Mondays, when you're awake at 2:30 a.m., that's when it starts. So Mondays it's 2:30 a.m. And then Wednesdays it's I guess 1 a.m. Does that make sense? Um Yeah, so words to change. If you are in a situation that's not working for you, a situation, a job, a relationship, it's not working. Um, it's going to keep on not working unless some change happens. So, what can you do? Is there counseling that you can get or you and your partner can get to help move things forward? And if you have no energy and no interest in doing that whatsoever, then what else do you need to change? Right? What else needs to happen? Yeah, and if you're in a job that you just don't like and you don't see how it can change, then if you can't change your attitude to start liking your job, then what do you need to I feel like I'm supposed to say maybe there's a different department that you can work in, a different type of job that you could slide into. So this is I feel like this is going to relate to someone who's going to be watching the stream either now or later. But yeah, I feel like a little slide to the left, like an electric slide to the right. If you don't know that song, then I'm sorry. That must have seemed really weird. Um, yeah, but we need to create change. And sometimes the people that are causing the disruption or the interaction between the two of you and together, you guys have disruption. Um, Sometimes if the message for change comes from them, we can get our back up and dig our heels in and go, fuck, I'm not doing that. So then sometimes we need to take a step back to be able to create that change. And something that um, I also am directed to share is this yoga studio that I'm down in now, this new studio, live streaming slash my workout room. Um, my ex had told me a long time ago, shift your yoga studio down here. I'm sure you can make it look really nice. And I insisted that I could not do it in a basement. And I need lots of light, but this does have lots of light because it's a walkout. But I couldn't see how it could be warm, and it's so warm now. Like with the walls need to be painted and everything, but we just have at least the prints up for now or the paintings up for now, and it really I love this space so much. But you know what? I wouldn't have been able to do it at that point when he mentioned it all by myself. And I know he would not have wanted to help me. And it was overwhelming about all the shit that was down here and what to do with it. And now that we can like box it up and put it out and just chuck stuff and everything, and I had the support from a friend, it made it possible. But before it was just overwhelming. So even though it was a really good idea, I didn't see the positivity of it, but it was also because I wasn't in a place to be able to create any movement in that area at that time. So I'm also not going to be hard on myself because this was the right timing for me. And I needed to shift the energy in this space. And now that they're not here, the energy has shifted. So now it's perfect. Okay. What does that say? I know this sounds odd, but as a young guy, 25, I generally enjoy spending time with a lady who's very similar to you in her life path, mindset, and age. Somehow I really enjoy listening to her experiences. We both really, yeah, I think in many cases, age shouldn't really matter in the type of connection that you can have with people. And I definitely thought about this too because I have, like, just personally, I've had younger people such as yourself wanting to connect with me and stuff, which I think is beautiful. Like, we can all learn from each other. It doesn't matter the age. But also, when I think about like a long term relationship, and I think about my age too, I think about how I definitely need to be with someone who is older, who understands like my body has changed so much. And it's not about it necessarily looking bad or anything. I love working out and I work hard to keep my body healthy. But things change and evolve as you get older, right? And I think it would be, yeah, and I've had kids and understanding about kids and their needs and how they need to be first. And yeah, yeah, I feel like moving forward, I need to be with someone at least more um, closer to my age for sure. But it's so cool making friends with people of all ages. I think it's awesome. Yeah, we can all learn and grow and inspire each other no matter the age. Okay, what does that say? Oh, I already read it. Okay, cool. All right, Fred. That was cool you shared that, honey. Any questions before I wrap this up? Anyone want me to pull a card specific for you to be able to assist you in whatever you're going through? You can let me know. Oh, I feel like I could have a nap. It's a rainy day, right? It's just so dull today. But luckily, when I took the dogs for a walk, it had stopped raining. Hey, Choo. How you doing, baby? Yeah, I'm just giving it about another minute just to see if there's a bit of a delay. But you can let me know if you want me to pull a card for you. What does it say? Or if you have any questions. Okay, Yanon, cool. I will pull a card for you. I'm going to pull it from my Healing with the Angels. So you've been really busy, Jan. You've been lots of work, not much time to yourself. I would love if you could create better boundaries there. Maybe you can't do that with every job, right? But it seems like it really takes over your life. Better balance is needed. If there's any way you can create that. And I hope you love your job, because if it takes up so much of your time, then if you don't love it, is there another route you can go? Is there another job that you could get, or a different department even, where you can slide into something that will create better balance? Okay, so I'm going to read those cards to you that I pulled. I'm just saying, Pete, Ben, can you pull a card for me too if you have time? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Okay, so Jan known. The first one is music. So playing some music in the background in your home. So whether it's just in the background or whether you have it in earbuds during the day sometime, whenever a meeting and stuff like that, to add in some vibes. For some reason, I'm getting more rock music. I'm getting that type of vibe to create that grounded primal type energy, because I feel like that grounded energy is also going to help with that sacral chakra, which is located between your hips. I feel like that is going to draw that energy upward, which will then also fuel that solar plexus. So those first three chakras will get a nice activation using music. So especially this week, use music as much as you can. Another card that wanted to come up is spiritual growth. So you are going through a period of spiritual growth as you're noticing your energy, noticing how different interactions and situations are affecting your vibe, your energy, helping you to feel low, helping you feel high. Think about those thoughts, because those thoughts are impacting your energy. My mom is calling me. I'm going to have to call her back soon. So notice this and start making those changes that are best for your heart rather than the victim. Because I feel like some victim has been coming up a little bit, not as much as in the past, but I feel like it's kind of coming up here and there. So you have an opportunity to go through some additional healing in that, some extra layers. And then the final card that came up for you is study. So you need to do some work. Just bear with me here. So I'm seeing paperwork, I'm seeing a textbook, I'm seeing a notepad with a ring binder and writing in it. And I see you on the computer. So maybe there's a certification, a training or certification that will help you to move forward. And maybe it's into a different job. Maybe it's to up level your skills. And you might think, well, I don't even have the time to do that. Somehow you can make things work. And especially if you might even have an opportunity, you would know this better than anyone, right? You might even have an opportunity to get this additional certification through your work. And so they will have that understanding that you need to take that time to put towards the course. And if you get some feelings of overwhelmment thinking about that retraining, that certification process, just let it go for now and allow it to sit for a while. Be curious about it, and then see what might come to mind as you're moving forward, and how it could be beneficial. So just you can sit with that. Okay, Pete Ben, I'm going to pull the card for you. Is there a certain area of your life that you want to focus on, or just see what comes up? I'm going to go with the Archangel cards. I'm getting hungry. So I think after this, now, I think this is going to be the last one. The last cards that I'm going to pull will be for Pete Ben. And those of you who are around right now on the stream, pay attention to the messages and see how they might relate to you. Because if you're drawn to staying, and there could be some messages that you were meant to hear. So always when there's intuitive readings, take with you what resonates and leave the rest. See what comes up. Okay, Pete. Fred Herbert says, well, with her, it feels like something we both missed all our lives. Sadly, I'll have to move to another country soon, so I'll miss her a lot. Oh, Fred Herberts, I'm so sorry. Discussed with her, and even we were just friends with some enjoyment here and there. It's hard to let go. Oh, I'm feeling your sadness. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's all meant to flow in that way. And you, even though it will be hard, this is for Pete Ben, even though it will be hard, the transition is right. And as that door closes, and you'll still connect, but another beautiful, more impactful, even heart opening door will open. That's what's coming to mind, Fred. Something will really open up strong for you. Okay. Okay, so this first card came out while I was talking to Fred. So let's see whether this card is going to relate to Pete or to Fred. And then the next cards, and two more cards came up. So the first one is Beloved One, Archangel Chamuel. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Your spiritual soulmate relationship. So if this card resonates for you right now, then know that you can call upon Archangel Chamuel, and Archangel Chamuel has been wanting to assist. So whether you're currently in a relationship, or whether you're ready to step into a relationship, or you're ready to draw in that soulmate relationship, that beautiful love is available. And if you've been having, this is what's coming to mind, it will relate to one and maybe not the other here, or whoever else is watching. So I feel like you have a vision of someone. I'm seeing like an image. It's like you feel like you know, let's say, who they are. And it's all about divine timing. It's all about the energy opening up. So they're showing me a hallway, and the hallway is like a little bit dark. And then a door has been opened with the screen. There's a screen door now, and the light is shining through, lighting up that hall. And so it's giving you the drive to move forward, to walk towards the light. And so this is helping you to, you're being drawn in the direction that you're meant to go. So you're being drawn into the direction that you're meant to go. You need to follow that inspiration, and you will be getting to a screen door that you will be opening up. And I think the reason why they showed a screen door is because there's a lot of openness with the screen door, right? You have the screen and all the little holes, and you can feel air coming in, and the light can still come in. So it is, you must be feeling more lightness, right? More lightness moving forward. So I see that screen door opening and opening up to a beautiful garden and to love. I see two people embracing. um it's like I see one of those, what do you call them, the round, not a pergola, what's it called, it's like an archway. It's like a wooden archway that's covered in flowers. I see someone with a veil too. So, yeah, I see an exchanging of vows. So it doesn't necessarily have to signify an actual marriage, right? But it can signify a connection, an agreement, a contract of love, of connectedness, of, yeah, of finally being able to connect, right? Like it feels like why couldn't this have happened a long time ago, kind of type of thing, like, but it's okay. But it's all meant to be. Everything needed to happen as it has. Hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So, Pete, if you've had someone that has passed, they are wanting to give you a message that they are fine, and um, and they're wanting you to be happy, and they are excited for you moving forward, and that you can call upon them and ask them your questions or pour out your heart, and they will show you signs in very simple ways that you're like, oh, I just all of a sudden thought about them. And my dad passed about 10 years ago. Okay, I'm sorry. That's a long time to be without your dad. But yeah, he's yeah, he's a-okay, and still watching over you, right? Still watching over you. Um, and very proud, very proud. Just you, you're doing the best that you can, and just keep honor, right? Keep honor is what I heard. I don't know if that makes sense. When I think about that, I think about like out east, you know, keep honor. Think about the Newfie accent or something. Okay, compassion, Archangel Zedekiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So, if there's something that's been going on in your life that has been creating disruption, creating some discomfort for you, that has been maybe creating, it could be anger, it could be resentment, it could be any number of things. Um, Maybe judgment towards someone else and what they're doing or what they're not doing. Maybe someone just being themselves creates disruption for you. But if you think about how they're not going to change, they are who they are, and they're doing the best that they can, even though it doesn't feel like they're doing the best that they can because maybe they're in their shit. Um, then if you could find that compassion, that, and maybe don't forgive the action or inaction, but forgiving the person within you because you will have less disruption within you, less density. You know, it does yourself good by finding a way to at least forgive the person, and know that inside there is a beautiful shining light. And the shining light. And sometimes people are behaving from distortions of perception, based on their upbringing, based on the stresses they have, based on mental health, based on mental capacity, mental, emotional, physical capacity. That was coming to mind too. So the more compassion you can have, and I'm also getting, you don't necessarily have to verbally say I forgive you. It all depends on what's needed. What does that say? That compassion card is something I am working on, trying to have a soft understanding way and not to hold on to anger. Yeah, good. Yeah, because holding on to anger, it just hurts you. It muddies your vibration, and it brings more situations that create more anger, because that's the energy that you become a magnet to. You keep drawing that in. So it would just simply benefit you more and everyone around you too if you can let go of that. So those are the cards. What does that say? The same vision. Take your path, create experiences that when you look back at your younger self, you won't introduce regret. Just cool mink. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Snow. Yeah, absolutely. I think that is beautiful. That's perfect. No regrets. We should never have any regrets. I don't have any regrets. Not everything has worked out beautifully. Um, but it all happened in a way that worked best, for the learnings that was needed. She doesn't have any pants on. Rad. I have pants on. They're yoga pants. Does that look like my skin color? Maybe you were only seeing this part before. But, anyways, I'm wearing yoga pants. Okay. Which country? I am unfamiliar with politics. Is your move based at a political bias? I don't follow politics or include it as a cursor for my decision. Okay, so Jessica, are you talking about a move for the other person is moving? Oh yeah, from my country, moving is must. Okay, so because of Fred, you're talking to Fred there then. A change of speed, a change of style, a change of scene with no regrets. Yeah, that feels so good, Fred. Feels awesome. Joy Division, New Dawn fades. I haven't heard of this New Dawn fades, but Joy Division, awesome. Okay, everybody. So that is it. I am super hungry right now. I need to eat something. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, I'll see you on Wednesday for Intuition Wednesday, where you're going to practice your own intuition. And then I will, be back for that 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately, give or take 5 to 10 minutes. I'm doing my best. Wednesdays are busy. And that's Toronto time. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Pete, you are so welcome. And good luck. I know you will release that anger. Just keep on flowing through it. It doesn't help any, right? So detach yourself from the situation, from the person. Okay, Planting Claymore. Thanks, Yogini. Yeah, maybe cut some cords, Pete. Thanks, Yogini. I honestly feel the future is bright and anything is possible after hearing your words. Take care and cheerio. Nice. Cheerio. Todd. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, let's all believe in possibilities, infinite possibilities. Let's make the life, let's create the life that is going to be brilliant for each and every one of us. And thank you for joining me in my new studio. Maybe by the time my next stream is on, I'll have some extra lighting in here, so it'll be a little brighter. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if any of you are interested in a one-on-one session, a channeled reading healing session, or maybe it's a bit of yoga slash reading slash healing, or whatever you need, you can let me know. You can check out my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. You can check out my Instagram, the.joyful.yogini. And on that has all of my, in my bio is my link tree, and it has all of my links in there to all my different social media platforms, such as my YouTube channel. And if you ever felt inspired that, hey, I want to send her a tip, then only if the inspiration is there, right? On my Instagram, in my link tree, there's an opportunity. You could send a cup of coffee or whatever. Yeah. So that opportunity is there too. Toodle-o, folks. I love it. What informative yoga session. Thanks, for. Hey, you are welcome. We didn't really do yoga today, but we did the other aspects of yoga. No asanas, let's say. No poses today, but we dealt with all the other awesomeness. So from my light to your beautiful, amazing light, everybody. Namaste. And if you're interested in joining also my group yoga, my online yoga classes, you can let me know. I have different times. I have evenings and I have early mornings. So depending on where you are in the world, you might be able to join. So for example, I have a 7 a.m. power yoga, which would be a decent time in Australia, right? Not too bad. Anyway, so there's different opportunities there. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to say goodbye on YouTube first. See you later. Enjoy your day. Right.